Mel, you're finally back with the team. How does it feel to be back with your teammates and back in the facility?
I feel good, man. Missed the guys, been away from them for a while. We all like brothers, so, it's good, being back. Someone giving me a hard time as expected, but, it's all love, man. Some guys might walk into the locker room, it might be different, but, the guys miss me and it was all the same. It's like I never left.
What went into the timing of your decision to come back at this time versus another date?
1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to get into a big hole, and you work the whole off season to be in a good position and to make the playoffs. That's the whole goal. And I had to come back at some point, and obviously you come back, and the record ain't what you expect. The whole working all season really was for nothing. So. I just want to come back and help contribute, man.
Anthony said yesterday you couldn't stand watching the team play without you. Is there an element of truth to that?
Yeah, it was. You kind of walk into the game, feel different watching. You kind of go in neutral, not feeling anything, and then we won the first game. I was like, okay, and then the second game, we lost, and I was like, I didn't feel how I thought I would feel. I was kind of, upset, kind of messed up my mood a little bit. Then we lost again, and I'm like, okay, I'm not really feeling this at all. So, because, these guys here did nothing to me. We didn't have any, problems, conflictions, or things like that. These are my brothers, so, just seeing them sad, slamming their helmets, things like that, you kind of feel that. So.
Melvin, what's your assessment of the situation in terms of you holding out? How do you look back at it now?
Well, nothing came out of it, so I try not to think about it. Obviously, there is no contract, so it's really not one to, speak on. So, all I could do is, come out here and just play ball and just kind of let, my skill take place and determine my future.
That said, how do you remain positive because you didn't get what you ultimately wanted?
Just the guys, man. That's why, coming here makes things a lot easier. Just being around the guys. You really don't think about the contract stuff too much. You just out here trying to get better. My coach always tell me be where your feet are. So when you out here, I don't want to embarrass myself and go out there. I've been saying I'm the best back and this and that. You go out there and look trash, thinking like, So, I'm just trying to, just get better. But being around the guys, man, just laughing, kind of taking mind off things.
Well, when you stayed in San Diego and worked out, which is obviously nearby, it's close, instead of going to Mexico or Cabo or going to Florida, why did you do that?
Oh, I think Zeke got an agent that lives out in Cabo. I wasn't trying to pay for nothing. I was trying to pay for no place to live when I got a place up here. But I'm familiar with Todd. Just kind of went to stay in Cali. Didn't feel like, I had a lot of stuff going on at home as well. That kind of, was the reason for me staying. But like I said, well familiar with Todd and with San Diego. So, I was just back and forth.
If asked to play on Sunday, do you think you could go?
Do what we got to do to win.
How ready are you, though, considering you've only practiced twice?
I'm good, man. I didn't really get to gauge myself as much as I wanted to. But, like I said, they called my number. I've been grinding. It's not like I've been sitting around, coming in overweight or anything like that. You have to get an adjustment. It's not like I got a preseason game or, to kind of get warmed up. You kind of get in, get right in the fire. So, it'll be some adjustments and getting, back in football and game shape. But, for the most part, I think I'll be all right.
Melvin, I don't think you had practice in pads, though, this week. Does that matter at all?
I got a couple reps. 10 pass, nothing crazy, but, we'll see.
You've accrued some fines during this holdout. Have those been resolved in any kind of way?
To a certain extent. To
your happiness? Or?
It comes with consequences sitting out, to think, the fines completely would be washed away. I knew if I got in this position, it wouldn't be. You do something against the rules, you got to, pay the consequences and know they're there. So I kind of understand that. But, I think they did what they could to help satisfy me and make me feel better about being out there. So here we are.
Melvin, do you feel like any bridges were burned with the front office, or is there any hopes that you could sign an extension here?
Yeah, I don't think so. Business is business. Football is football. What's happening? No, but we good. I talked to Tom. I had conversations with Todd too. Excuse me. Tom, I had conversations with Tom. During this process. We talked a few times. And he definitely, let it be known that he wanted me back, and he had no problems, and he understands from a player's perspective. So that made me feel better about everything. Yeah, give me some, bro. Yeah. But I don't think the bridge would be burned. I love to be a Charger. They drafted me, changed my life. So, we just had some differences. I can't take that serious, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. But we good. We good. They not treat me any differently. He was one of the first people I spoke to when I came in. Hashed it out. We all right. Like I said, football, business is business. Fortunately, we couldn't figure this thing out, but we got more than enough time too. So.
Melvin, did you miss that? Just kind of the interaction with you.
Yeah, you see how he acting.
Yeah, I know. I can see.
That's why you don't really think about stuff too much. You know what I'm saying? You got guys like that. Just making you feel right at home. So there we go.
So you did stay in touch with a lot of guys too.
Oh,
they're
I
going back and forth.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of guys on the team during this process. I tried to, stay as close with them as possible. I try, outside out of mind. So that's another reason I stayed in Cali and stayed around here too. We'll go kick it with Keenan, kick it with Mike. A lot of guys out in Mill, go to his house. I try to stay around some of the guys. They had some team bonding, things like that. I try to, be with the guys, and we didn't have to make it public or anything like that. But, I just want to show the guys that, still love y'all, we still brothers. So they definitely helped a lot with this process. For sure.
I imagine they're trying to be persuasive and getting you to come back.
A lot of captains and guys that should have been captains that weren't was hitting me up. I talked to a lot of guys, and they, TD was on me too, trying to get me back in, and, that definitely made a difference. Phil was hitting me up. A lot of guys were just talking to me, and none of them to the point where like, man, you got to come in, da-da-da. It's just like, just getting their perspective, and just, they was cool about it, man. No one was hating or mad at me. I think they said, do what's best for you, but just know we miss you, and we love to have you back here.
Guys around the league kind of talking to you as well.
Oh yeah, a lot. A lot of guys. I had a lot of support. A lot of support from people, which is cool. That's why at the end of the day, that shield means more than just, individuality with different teams. It's a brotherhood. A lot of guys reached out to me from different positions, and that's just dope to have. I'm done with it, man.
How much is it speak to both sides that it was handled professionally and there wasn't any rank or division or?
I mean, it just shows what type of people we are. No one hashed out really. I know a lot of people got on my agents saying, they're the reason, he should switch agents, fire his agents, things like that. I was the reason that I didn't come in. They wanted me to come in. I was like, no, so there's that. But, I think during this process, no one got really disrespectful. I think we handled it. We just couldn't figure things out. But like I said, we got more than enough time. It's not like I hate being a Charger, I love being a Charger. Like I said, they changed my life. And, I'm hoping that we can figure something out, from this point on. And I don't have to go to another team, but, sometimes that's just the business side of things, and it has to be that way sometimes. Hopefully it's not. So.
Come on, Bull fans, you want some more of this? Click subscribe. Hit this button right here. Click this button right here, and you can get all of this that you want. Come on, Bull fans.